Hi guys, welcome to Software Jobs Training, and we are on week 5, day 1. In previous days we had learned about AJAX, so in this one we are going to cover about details of our AJAX request that we had sent. Alright, so in previous slides you must have noticed that we had these methods, two methods. One was open and then other was the send. Okay, so as you had noticed that we had three parameters to this open method. So these three parameters were actually the method, the URL and the async. Okay, if I go to slide number 2, here we see that there are two methods for sending a request. Either it is a get method or a post method. In the first argument you need to define whether you want to send a get or a post request. It is strongly recommended that you use post because it is more secured, but get method is actually the faster one, so it actually depends on you that whether you want to use the get or post. The output that you will get will be exactly same, but it grinds down to the security because post one is a more secured method than get. Okay, then we had written this file name, and at the third argument we had seen that we had written true. Okay, so this true is actually for the asynchronous request. Okay, so asynchronous request is a request when our JavaScript will not stop executing even after the request is being sent. Okay, so once you send the JavaScript request, our onreadystatechange method will actually wait for the response to come back. Alright, asynchronous will mean that your JavaScript will actually expect a response back from the server. If you put this to false, this will run just like a normal JavaScript function. It will send the data to the server, but it will not expect anything back. For that you will have to do the page refreshes or page reloads. Alright, so to use AJAX we will have to use the asynchronous method, and for that we will have to use this true argument over here. This is for the asynchronous true. Okay, and this will make this onreadystatechange method to wait for it. If we go to the next slide, we will see that onreadystatechange event we had coded, right? So this was the function that was actually expecting a response back from our server. Okay, and inside it we had the ready state change must be equal to 4 and the status is equal to 200. Alright, so let's see that what are these ready states and what is this status. Okay, so ready state is actually a state that whether your request has been initialized and whether it is being received by the server, whether it's been processed, or it is completely executed and ready to show on the screen. Alright, so we'll see that we will only execute this block of code when our ready state is 4. So this means that our server is done executing everything and it has returned the output. So we have our XML HTTP status is equal to 200. This XML HTTP status actually checks up the status of a page. Alright, so whether the page was found or not. If it was successful, then it should return 200. Otherwise, it should return an error of 400, which is equal to page not found. So we'll see that we'll have to check that if the request was successful, if the page was there, so it should return 200. And then inside this if block we can just write down the code that we need to execute. So we were replacing the inner HTML with the response text coming from the server, so it's pretty easy. I'm going to the next slide now. So on the other hand, we had our text file written which was receiving the AJAX request. So we had used a very simple text file that was in our live editor we had named it myfile.txt, but in this console example we have written it as AJAX processor.txt. so this is nothing but a simple text file, okay, and the request was made to this and its content were loaded and they were shown back on the screen using DOM manipulation using JavaScript. Okay, so on this end it is a very simple text file, and we have already seen that how to create this text file in Live Editor. So in this way you can make the AJAX request to the server and load data. So we'll see that how we can utilize the PHP to make it more dynamic and make it more nice. Alright, so this will actually bring us to the end of the video. So thank you for watching.